Since the beginning of the 2010s, high school students across the country have been smoking nicotine through vapes, which were first introduced to help people quit. They had a disastrous effect on teens over the last decades. This impacts not just their physical health, but their school performance, personal relationships, as well as heavily affects their future. And research shows that 3 out of 4 students who smoke in high school will continue smoking as adults.
Those studies have shown rates of nicotine usage in teens have been steadily decreasing since the start of the pandemic. How accurate are those studies? I know from personal experience, but some people who are vaping may not feel comfortable being completely honest while taking those surveys, which makes me wonder how truthful this data really is. Which is why, for our community engagement project, I wanted to get to the truth of what people were going through. We thought the best way to do this was to make an anonymous survey for students by students, but they feel safer to be honest. It's important that we know the truth about what teens are going through so we can best plan our next step to improve the issue. To gain better knowledge on how teen drug usage affects teens in a learning environment, we created an anonymous survey. The survey gives you questions about your knowledge pertaining to the subject, and they give you a few facts that you may have not known. After creating the survey, we sat down with a few people to get a better understanding on how they may have been personally affected by the teen drug usage. After analyzing the data from both the surveys and the interviews, we were able to learn that the side effects of teen drug usage varies depending on the person and the environment that they're in. We also learned that the knowledge given to teens about teen drug usage is very selective. State your name, please.
Amir Carter.
What grade are you in?
I'm in the 10th grade.
How long have you been attending Cass Tech?
Since I was a freshman.
Teen drug use common in your school?
Very.
Has it affected your learning environment, and if so, how?
It definitely has at Cass. It affects really all around the school because you could just be going in the bathroom and you could smell or possibly see somebody maybe taking nicotine or weed, some type of illegal substance. And it can just really, like, some people got asthma. It can affect how they go throughout the rest of the day. They might even fall out. Like, it can affect them in a lot of ways, I guess.
You feel like teen drug usage is wrong?
Yes, I think it's very, very wrong. It can really like change or mess up a young teenager life, and they haven't gotten a chance to even live their life yet. So I say it definitely messes them up. Or maybe like, excuse me, some get dragged down into it. Maybe their friends or their parents might not be in the right headspace, so that can mess up their future that they have set up for them.
You think the use of drugs is common with people your age?
I do. It's constantly people getting caught doing it. And I know it's a lot more not getting caught. So, yeah, I do think it's coming.
What are some positive things you could tell people your age to prevent them from using drugs?
Some positive things I could tell people my age to prevent them from using drugs is that drugs can affect their health, their future, and their goals. It is important for them to stay with friends who make good choices and to stay busy with positive activities. If someone offers them drugs, they should walk away and say no. And if they feel pressured, they should go seek a trusted adult. Everyone deserves a happy and healthy future with no drugs.
Okay, this is our project, Substance Abuse for our English class. My name is Lauren. Okay, the dangers of teen drug abuse is it affects your brain development. You can get addicted to it, and then it affects your mental health negatively.
Okay, so also a big problem with teen drug usage is that often, safe, reliable sources of maybe buying marijuana will not often sell to teens since it's illegal. So whenever you buy drugs, you have to buy it from unsafe sources, which can be very dangerous because you don't really know what's in your drugs, and you have to buy it from places that don't have to meet, actual safety requirements. Some things that could be in your marijuana is glass, fentanyl, or lead and other heavy metals. Very dangerous.
Vaping is not as bad as like other drugs, but like still is dangerous. Though While vaping is not as harmful as smoking or the cigarette, it is still dangerous, especially for teens to use it. It has harmful chemicals and lung damage, it has nicotine addiction and brain development issues and unintentional injury.
Now we have a little survey, if you guys wouldn't mind doing it, really quick to share maybe what you know about teen drug use.
In conclusion, we found that teenage drug use affects many aspects of our lives and our communities. Its effects on teenagers are often downplayed, and drug use is often glorified among groups of teens due to societal pressures. Teens are often influenced by key figures and mainstream media that advertises vapes to teens, packaging them in a way that appeals to them.